Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Yet. He did it. Welcome back.
We are here. We're back.
It's Lito and
Mike. Wait, the mic on the mic or is the mic?
He's both. On both.
Sure.
Both mic and on the mic. And today we're doing it right.
Uh-oh.
I think this is the outro, right?
No.
I think
Is
so. Yeah.
All right, let's start this.
That's all right.
Welcome to See You Later. Hey, it's knowing that. That was a good episode.
Peace.
Peace out.
That's it. That's the episode
Yeah.
you've
All right.
waited a month for. Have fun.
Yeah. Good luck listening to it. Okay. See, that's what happens when we're on the live show.
That's right. There it is.
Classic.
Okay.
So the outro's on there. That's good. That's good to know.
We're going to need that.
We are going to need that eventually.
At some point.
But not right now.
No.
Right now, we're going to do the...
Now. We're at the intro now.
We'll do the intro now. Yeah, everything
What
you're
happened to the
hearing now
outro?
just left. But
We're doing the outro before the intro. You know, it's a new thing.
It is.
It's a new thing.
Everything you're hearing at this moment is the intro.
We decided it's Liberty Day. We're going to change things up. We're going to throw you some curveballs.
So many curveballs. So many changes. So many things.
So little time.
So little time. It's been forever. So much to catch up on.
Honestly, it would take like a week of daily episodes to catch up on everything.
Yeah, we've been gone.
At this point, I think most people know
a
lot of what we've missed. So I don't think we really need to.
So we're going to talk about all that real quick. Yeah, all that stuff we missed. Yeah, you guys know about it.
And moving on.
and we're done. Let's do one of these.
Excellent. Okay, so now that the intro has been introed,
we're done with the intro. Good.
We're now on to segment 2, which is the second segment.
Exactly.
It comes after segment 1.
We're flying through this episode. Let's do this.
So we haven't been around for a while,
right?
I did have another little relapse with my symptoms. We've had some life things come up that weren't that great. So
a couple of trips.
And we've been opting to play the game.
Yes.
When we have time, instead of talking about the game that we want to be playing.
Correct.
Like we were doing before.
Yeah, we're kind of doing the opposite before. Now we're taking our times. Hey, I got a window, you got a window, let's jam. And we've been having so much fun.
Dude.
Oh my gosh, so much every time, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
We go in 30 seconds. What do we say? Wow, this game looks amazing.
Yeah. Every time. It blows me away every time.
Wow.
Like I know that it probably hasn't been upgraded yet visually, but every time I come back, I'm like, this just looks incredible.
Dude,
it looks better.
Yeah. Last time I played was like, the graphics seem like way better. Something happened. I don't know if my card went into overdrive or something.
I don't know if it's just taking not playing it as much and coming back and seeing how good it actually looks.
The flames look intense.
Oh man, everything just looks amazing. And then I heard that the game will be getting an update for the PS5 Pro.
Okay, that means nothing to me.
It means something to me because I am kind of on the fence when it comes to getting a PS5 Pro.
So let me kind of understand what your dilemma is. You're saying you need to buy a whole new system?
Not just for that, but I mean, I would sell my PS5, and
Okay.
then
What
yeah,
kind of an upgrade are you looking at there?
it's fairly significant. They are using PSSR, which is a new like upscaling technology that was previously on PCs. Like it's a version of it anyway.
Okay.
It's basically uses AI upscaling in order to improve performance. So they'll render it at a lower resolution, and then the AI upscales it to 4K. And in a lot of cases, it looks just as good and sometimes better than a native 4K image,
Using less
using a lot less horsepower.
horsepower. So it'll run a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah. So there would be that. Then, I would imagine either some graphical or maybe even some frame rate updates. That's what I would be really excited about if they ran like a 120 mode. I do have a TV I bought on rtings.com. I bought the best PS5 TV for my price range.
Okay. Well, that's something cool. So you pair that up with the PS5 Pro, you're going to be in video game like
Heaven.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and they're remastering one of my favorite games, which
Good
is
gosh.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I played it like 4 times through. I might have to play it again. They went back and did a bunch of like reanimated a bunch of stuff for the characters. And
let me see what games I've replayed after I finished. Phantasy Star 2.
Okay.
Played multiple times. Halo.
Naturally.
1. Combat Evolved. And I started Morrowind.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 5 times and got to the same part all 5 times.
That was me in Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Wow. And I still want to start Morrowind again, by the way, and hopefully get past that part.
I can still see the part that I would always stop playing Deus Ex. There's like this room full of guys and women, I think, at like computer screens, and you have to stealthily walk down into this room, like walking down these stairs into this room of people. And I would always just lose interest in the game at that point. I don't know why.
Deus Ex, is that what you said?
Mankind Divided, yeah. That's where you're like augmented, and the people are there's like apartheid based on the people who get augmented and the people who don't.
Oh, is this like a noirish game?
No, it's you would know it if you saw it.
Is the guy have like metal on his face?
Yes, he's got like the glasses.
Yeah,
and like the goatee.
Dude, that game is sweet.
I liked it up until I just didn't. I don't know.
You hack stuff, right? You can hack. Yeah. I remember that was a sweet game, dude. Yeah, that was like a detective-ish type.
Yeah, it was like you could kind of play it however you wanted. You could go in stealth, you could go in guns blazing, and I loved the idea of it. I would just I don't know what it was, that part. I would just stop playing every time.
Dude, that game was money, dude. Yeah, I remember that for the I don't know, PlayStations, one of the PlayStation numbers, I'm sure.
I think I played it back on Xbox before I picked up a PS3.
Okay.
So on the 360, I think.
Maybe it was a 360. Yeah. It's hard to remember. Life before PC, I'm sorry. So, with that little chuckle, I'm going to use that as a segue. We are live. We're not going to edit this because we want to release this as soon as we're done.
Yep.
So we apologize. I apologize if I say anything
untoward.
Off-putting. You're going to hear us unfiltered here.
I'm going to put this off.
And if we do slip and have a swear, we'll hit that explicit button.
Ooh.
So be warned if you don't like, off the cuff commentary.
What the frick are you talking about?
You're gonna hear all the stuttering and all the cutting off of each other,
and the pauses and the
you're gonna get it all, folks.
Trying to figure out what to do next. Moments that we usually cut out.
Yeah,
you're gonna interludes in there.
You're gonna exactly. You're gonna hear us in the actual order we record, and not go back and fix.
Right.
All our tricks of our trade. So yeah, those will be without, so we can hit Liberty Day release, right, Mike? Today.
Heck yeah, dude. Do we have like a cheer or something?
Oh, snap.
Clip. Yeah. Liberty Day.
Yeah.
What day is it? Yeah.
Dude. And here's another thing. When I make a joke and you don't get it, but I think you should have laughed, I can do this.
I love it. All right.
Cool.
Let's see. I want to see if I can do this.
Do it.
Oh, come on. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see if you can hear this. Hopefully there's no commercials. There's going to be commercials. So I don't know.
Uh-oh. Stop that.
Guess what day it is? Anybody?
Can you turn down the mic? Turn down the mic.
Guess what day it is? Oh, come on. I know you can hear me. Mike.
Keep going down. Keep going down. There you go.
Leslie, guess what today is?
Oh.
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
Okay. Whatever that is, to get a free plug.
It's not hump day.
Okay.
But it's, yeah. You don't like that? Should I not have done that?
I don't know what that was. Was that?
That's that old commercial with the camel, dude. He even says my name. Mike.
That's what you wanted to play?
Yeah.
I did not know. I thought that was the commercial before it played what you wanted to play.
Oh, is that why you were telling me to turn it down?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
You want to take two?
I think they get the idea, right?
Yeah. So hump day is
no, we'll do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it the right way.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh?
Liberty Day. That's what day it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a little something about that. Okay, Mike, right here.
Do it.
Check this out.
Gentlemen, as I speak to you now, London once again shudders beneath a Nazi onslaught from the skies. And at such times, the hearts of men stir to duty. But you are not such men. You were not chosen for your conspicuous honor or high ideals. You were chosen because you are the last resort. The mission you have been given is of a sort never before undertaken. It demands ruthless men who will not hesitate to stoop beneath the conventions of war.
Men who do not keep clean hands. Men like you.
And yet who still conspire in their own discordant harmony, who know and yet do not care that they may never return, and who press onward, not for glory, or for duty, or for me, but because you are men who will not stop until it is done. Godspeed, gentlemen.
Heck yeah.
So that's from the Guy Ritchie film, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, starring Henry Cavill, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so
one of my faves.
I thought that was a fitting quote to get people pumped for what I feel might happen.
Well,
this
before
whole-
we talk,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Well, before we talk about that,
Yeah.
there's one more sound clip that I think we need to play.
Oh, I have that.
You want to play it?
Yeah, I got it right here. You ready?
Do it. We are saluting.
With our fists straight and erect.
Properly erect.
Respectfully erect.
Lovingly erect.
We are pumping our fists into our cameras. And
we are
saluting.
pumping our honorably erect. Okay.
Explicit. Just keeps going.
It does. Salute with us,
If
fellow
you're
divers.
wherever you're at in your car,
Fellow potters.
driving or working, pump your fists in the air as we salute Super Earth and it's all its glory. And all fellow hell divers, living and
Not so living.
yes, like, in all future undecided but still thinking about joining hell divers. Do it. Nice. Dude, these bugs and bots don't stand a chance.
They do not.
They don't stand a chance.
Not with you guys out there on the front lines.
No.
With us,
Yeah.
they might stand a chance.
Yeah, we're like Han Solo flying in Mimbom, you know. Like, we'll have you flying in no time.
We're like Han Solo hiding in a crater.
Yeah.
Is it over? Is it over? Is it safe?
What do you mean we got to attack?
Can we go out yet?
Oh man, that was glorious.
Yeah, it was, and deservedly so. This game has been out not quite a year,
Nope.
but it's still my game of the year.
Yeah, same. The game that was released this year, and is my, and I'm playing currently.
Mm-hmm.
Game of this year. Yep.
Totally agree.
So, we fired up the game this morning,
Yes.
as we rarely do. And what did we find, Mike? I sent you a picture or whatnot on your phone of that major order.
Yes.
And it said in so many hours, if you hold Super Earth,
Right.
you get an armor, a gun, and
A helmet.
a helmet.
Yeah. So a full armor set and a weapon.
I can't wait to see that armor set.
That weapon looks pretty sweet too.
Was it a marksman, I think? Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah. It was some kind of marksman rifle. Did you see they did a little video for it on their Discord?
No, I did not.
Yeah. And there's something pretty cool about that video. Let me see. Become a patriot, your family needs, blah, blah, blah. Where is the video for it? I think this is
So
it.
it's a helmet, a body armor, and a marksman rifle. Wow. So yeah, we only got to hold the Earth until for 9 more. Well, at this point, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8. But dude, I think it's in the bag. I mean, there's nothing around Earth, Super Earth, that could even touch us. So
Unless
there is no unless.
I'm
doing this thing where it's like I'm gonna say the opposite of what I really want. In case they're listening. So like, because think about it, if we figure out what could happen, they won't give it to us. But if we're like, we're gonna get this armor and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that the Illuminate are coming today. I think this is give me like a gimme, you know.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
But it's fun to play though. Like it's fun to think that this could be the moment.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
I love it. I just love that fact that like the anticipation of can it be, can it not be? You know what I mean? They're they're having fun. Like, this is fun.
Yeah, and we're past the final days of the 60-day patch or the
Right.
60-day goal. The game is in the best state I've ever seen it in. You
it's
can
uncanny.
argue that it's a little on the easy side, I think. If you're playing with a group of good players, it's, that's the thing though. When we're playing in those groups of good players before all these patches, it wasn't that hard.
No. I was like scared to go on Helldive, but then, Argynth and the group and, and
who we played with this morning.
Yeah, we got to actually hook up.
Lovely
he just
to see
held,
you again.
Absolutely. Held our hand and
Yeah.
and boom, we crossed that off, it wasn't that scary.
No, we did level 6, which it was just fun.
Fun.
It wasn't hard. It was fun.
And we're a little bit I've been working on my skills a little bit, so hopefully I actually helped and contributed. We're having one heck of a Liberty Day with that achievement. You just tell them that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell them about that.
We got a couple achievements. I'm trying to think of which ones we got. Which ones did we get?
Oh, we did that Blitz one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that was basically Argynth and his friend carrying us through the Blitz. So we got the Blitz on a level 6 or higher in less than 6 minutes. So we did that. And I think there was that the only one? I feel like I got two, but they were trying to help me. Sorry.
Oh, you played after. I had to get off. Yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to help me get the one where you injure all your limbs and without dying, like you have all your limbs injured. They said that you can pick the 50% chance of dying armor and impact grenade yourself, but it wasn't working. I don't know if we had like a limb protection booster. I don't think so, but it wasn't working. So I'll have to try that on my own time at some point. So I'm like one achievement away. I've got to get the one with the shooting off the Hulk's shoulders and then extracting while it's alive, and I think that's it.
I think I did that one with Argynth and a couple other people.
Okay.
And they actually did that. They shot the arms off or whatnot, and they're like, "Don't shoot anymore! Don't shoot anymore! Leave him alive." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "You're going to get an achievement." I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
Yeah.
So that dude, if you want to get achievements done, man, just look that guy up and
that might be something else they could do to make it kind of fun, is add some achievements.
Oh, dude. I think, from our last episode, we were talking about how we kind of had we have another account where we reset.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody commented and said that should be like an achievement, like that should be added to and made an achievement. So that'd be cool.
Starting over.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about a prestige system. I'm pretty sure at some point. I mean, and that should be an achievement. I think they should definitely implement some sort of prestige system where you can start over completely and get like a unique badge for every level. And, maybe, the badge would probably be enough and you start over and get an achievement. I think that would be perfect. I think a lot of times that's where, like when I was playing Call of Duty back in the day, that's all I needed most of the time. I would rank up, get everything. And then prestige when it started to get boring and everything was like kind of new and fun again. And I had to work toward everything all over. So
can I read the comment here? I got it right here in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. This is from Zap_CO2. And
carbon dioxide.
Oh yeah. Zap carbon dioxide. What's that all about? I like the idea you guys did restarting your characters and playing the game fresh again. It would be cool if instead of the devs possibly raising the level caps, they would instead do what COD did, Mike.
Yeah.
Which is having the prestige. And when you do that, they give you a special perk or cape. this way, it gives people more of an incentive to have the same enjoyment that you guys have experienced. And we did.
Yeah.
We loved going back to the beginning and
Absolutely.
having nothing. It was
absolutely
awesome.
And we played on those accounts briefly after playing with Arganth, like an hour later or something like that, just so that those characters would get the new stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because and we were like, oh my gosh, we have nothing.
Yeah. Rocking the Liberator, Penetrator.
Yeah. I mean,
and it works.
Yeah.
Some would say it will kill.
It will kill. No, it's good. I think it keeps us like honest, like, you know what I mean?
Totally. Well, and we did. Did we talk about the event at all in the last episode? Because we did do an event.
You did?
We did the starting kit event.
Starting kit. Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Jeez, it's been forever.
Yeah, and there were some people who I think who were kind of new, who came in and worked together from another Discord in order to win that one.
So yeah, explain what that was. The
community challenge was to go in with as close to the base starting equipment as possible. And we had a handful of people do it and to go in and do a hell dive and, and extract. And so it's based on like how many stars you got and how many people extracted and things like that. And,
because I said a comment that there's no way you could go in with the starting kit and do a hell dive.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, oh yeah, I could do it.
Oh, I know who it was. Yeah. It was the perpetual line stepper. It goes by the name Cake in the Discord.
Ah, good band. Good band.
Good band.
Yeah. He went the distance, bro. He went the distance.
Yeah.
He went for I hope
he's going the distance.
He's going. Yeah, he's going to. I think that's the band that sings that song. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So,
but I think it proved more challenging than some people thought.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but obviously it is doable. But the thing about that is you've got the experience, and you've got the ship upgrades, and you had a fourth. Like a third and fourth stratagem, because when you start out, you only have 2.
Oh yeah.
But we gave everybody the first tier of stratagems to work with. And I was surprised how well the Liberator held up. And that was before it was buffed. And that's why we did it. It was because the buff was coming and we didn't want,
Dude,
but that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was a cool like thing and involved, and everyone I think got a kick that participated, and got to appreciate where everything's at now, when from where we started. And I think it's refreshing to go back and kind of figure out and see the progression.
Yeah. Well, actually, to correct myself, the Liberator had been buffed at that point, but it had not been buffed the second time. I think it was buffed again. It's even better now than it was.
So many buffs, so little time.
Oh man, dude! Every weapon in this game, I don't know. I get where they're coming from, or where like the initial, idea of making it really hard and we're kind of expendable, and I was down with that. I was okay with that. But I also like the idea of having enough firepower to kind of push back and win some of the battles a little more often. And, I think it's okay for them to kind of come with one attitude, get all the feedback from all these players, and incorporate it to what they think is best.
Right on. So I'm going to do this, Mike. This is episode 25, right?
25.
Or is it 24?
I think it's 25.
Is it 25? I hope it's 25. Anyways, we had a plan for this episode, but now it's Liberty Day. We have all that excitement, but I think it still applies. We were going to go and do like a recap, and talk about, the game and its progression and take us up to current times.
Yeah.
So let me do this real quick. Let's you want to start that now, or did you want to add anything else to before?
Oh, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Should we do an interlude?
Yeah. Oh, this one's a long one. It's a 30-second interlude.
And it's a quiet one.
Is it? We should be quiet.
Don't say anything until the interlude is over.
Oh,
okay.
We got to give people an ear break. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You're welcome. So, yeah, I mean, I have this rough, we've got this timeline here. And my first one here, Mike, is something I can't really participate in, but I know you can, the pre-launch anticipation.
Yes.
I did not play Helldivers 1. I didn't know what it was. I never heard of it. You might have talked to me about it, but it went in one ear, out the other, because I was probably playing something else. So tell me about your anticipation for this Helldivers 2 game.
I was super pumped. I had it pre-ordered. I don't pre-order a lot of games, even if I do want them, but I was super excited. I loved the first game. I know I've talked about that a couple times, but it never really took on with the people I did try and get to play it because it was hard in the beginning. You know, we didn't have all like the vehicles and crazy stuff that you can just roll around killing everything. And when I saw,
what question? Because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you're saying that when we played that time, like the vehicles and all the weapons were not online for everybody? Like you had to...
Well, you have to earn them. And I didn't really play the game enough to get to that point because I was playing that game by myself a lot. And in that game, you really do have to play on the harder difficulties to like, because in that game, it was like based on planets and you would have to do a mission kind of per planet or a mission or two per planet to unlock stratagems and upgrades and resource points. And then so you could earn resource points that way and by collecting samples. And then you could use those to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that.
Okay, very good.
So the thing to me was like, it wasn't the best game in the world. It wasn't, it was a top-down shooter, really very arcadey. And it was very different from a lot of things that I was playing at the time or had been playing for a long time at that point. And I think that's what drew me to it. I just thought it was so funny. Like the whole world was so funny. The intro was hilarious, so tongue in cheek, and then you get down there and you're just getting slaughtered and you're running around. And I thought for what it was brilliant. Like I saw all these amazing design choices and really cool ideas, And so when I first heard that Helldivers 2 was coming, I was like, yes, what are they going to do? How are they going to make that game more interesting and more fun? And I think the biggest thing was the shift to third person. It just takes you right into the action. And it's so like watching those stratagems blow up on your screen the way that they do now, instead of in like the little, top down pockets. You have a little more control. You have a lot more control actually over like where you can go, because in that game you had to kind of stay around each other or, and move together kind of. And so if you were throwing like an airstrike or something like that, you were a lot more likely to hit your teammates, I think.
Oh boy.
Because you only had like where everybody
you're on the same screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's very different and a lot more, there's a lot more player choice in this one.
Yeah. I remember playing it real quick and it just reminded me of old school video gaming, just
totally.
that total look, feel.
Yeah.
Like everything, fun factor. It had to rely on the fun because, you know, it wasn't gonna like now the graphics just wow you and you get lost in the 3D world that you're in. Like there it's top down, so it's just got to be fun as heck and, you know, addicting and all those things that the old games used to have to do more, you know, because it didn't have the graphics to back anything up that was that they wanted to do story wise. So I do remember you kind of, you know, sprinkling in here and there, hey, there's this game, Helldivers 2, you know, this I remember you kind of like, you know, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I think I was fairly persistent with this one. I was like, I'm playing it. You guys can play it with me. But this one, I was determined to not make the same mistake that I made with the first one, which was not playing with anybody. And I was like, if my friends don't play with me on this one, I'm going to meet new people and just play with randoms because I just had a gut feeling that this game was going to be awesome. Because the first one was awesome.
Do you think you were not alone with that feeling?
Oh yeah, 100%. There was anybody who played the first one for any like extended period of time, I think was probably super hyped that the sequel was coming.
And that first game came out in 2015.
15, yeah.
Wow. So it was definitely a long time to germinate. And, you know, I'm sure the player counts weren't through the roof, but I mean, just think about all the people that cycled in and cycled out and, you know, just a rotation of players. Do you think that led to the, what happened on launch?
I think that's what led? You know, that's a good question. I don't think that the numbers for the first game really account for the explosion. I think more so the current sort of connectedness of everybody contributed to that quite a bit, you know, because when the first game came out, like, I mean, yeah, YouTube was a thing, but not everybody was turning to YouTube to answer their gaming problems. Like, not everybody was turning to influencers to figure out what the next big thing is. And this game benefited greatly from, you know, YouTubers, I think, you know, being like, whoa, this game, you know, because for them, a lot of those people had never played the first game. So they came in and they were like blown away by all of it, you know.
Oh, like they were fresh on the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. They were new to the whole like military but hilarious mentality of it.
Cool.
And so I think it was that. I also think it was like the cultural climate. Without speaking to the cultural climate, I'll just say that I think people were ready for a game that isn't, and I think we've said this before too, that wasn't like, you know, focused on stuff that you're going to see in real life, you know, regardless of which side or whatever you think.
Right. It was time to like fight something different. Right.
Fight something different. Fight something where we're all on the same side. We're all just serving the same cause. It's PvE only. You know, so there's not a lot of there's not as much room for just people being dirtbags, you know. Like
there was a call for a PvP mode.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But I don't think that number was that great.
No.
Personally. I don't know. I'm just going to say that. It sounds good. You don't have to be right. You just have to say stuff like you know what, like
you think you're right. Yeah. Like, you know what you're talking about.
That's all that matters, really.
Yeah. So launch date happens. Mike gets the game on launch day, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah.
Did I get the game on launch day too? Do you remember?
I think so.
Okay, because I got it because you got it, and I think I might have seen something throughout the day that this game is blowing up, or something. And I'm trying to remember. This is why I want to talk it through and have this documented, because I kind of want to try to remember history as it really happened and not how I think it happened. So I hope I got this on launch day and was pleasantly surprised, because I was discovering the game and the world and the lore real time, and at that moment. I had no back I had no history with it at all.
Right.
The franchise. We did play Starship Troopers first. And I think that same day we went over to Helldivers, because I remember like buying like both of them really close together.
They were in close,
See, this is helping me remember. And we played Starship Troopers, and it was horrendous. I'm sorry.
It was very disappointing.
At whatever time that was in February. I'm sure it's out now, and I haven't gone back to check it out, but I'm sure it's way better. Not to poop on it, but it was really, really bad. And I'm like, I like this look. I want this idea. I want this to work. Like I want,
right.
But then, and so here was Helldivers that kind of had the same similar thing, had the same looking bugs, like and some bots that I didn't know about, but like it's got those arachnids in there. I'm going to check that out. And it's got almost the same looking guns.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was like, you should play this game. So I mean, just everything just aligned. And I know I got it close to launch day. And I think I was in love, you know?
Heck yeah, dude.
And when that happens, look what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I did anything. I'm just saying like, I'm in, you know?
You were so in that you were like, hey, let's do a podcast.
Yeah. About a month in, we were, because I was looking online to hear content, driving into work or being at work. I wanted to listen to people talk about Helldivers.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really, there was people that did like little episodes. Mm-hmm. And I listened to one, and the guy was playing the game, and I was like, holy crap, this is so awesome. Like just listening to a guy play the game for the first time, because it was like almost the same experience I had. And that was really cool, but he only did like one episode of that. And I'm like, because his podcast was more like on just general gaming. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to keep listening to stuff about Helldivers and just learn. So I know you played it, and I'm like, let's just, if I have the same questions, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's other people out there, and pleasantly surprised. People have joined me in discovering this game.
Yeah.
And us. So, and then
us.
Yeah. Cause yeah.
So it sold 14 million copies.
Right.
Blew the doors off everybody's expectations.
And even their own.
Even the studio's expectations. Yeah. Like they had to build the new server infrastructure to include everybody.
That's right, dude. I remember trying to play that night and not being able to play.
Yeah. Once you got on, it was fine. At least for me.
True.
But getting on was the problem. And I was never personally annoyed by that. I was just happy for Arrowhead. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is awesome. Eventually I'm going to get in. I don't really care. Like, I'm excited. I'm not mad. I think there were people who were mad and people asking, threatening to sue them. Right.
Yeah, dude.
Because they couldn't get on. And it's like, come on.
Well, yeah. I mean, people aren't used to it. People aren't used to instant gratification. They're used to instant gratification.
Right.
They're not used to having to wait. We come from a world. We grew up where we had to wait for films to be developed, pictures to be developed. Yeah. We had to wait for the next episode a week. We had to wait for movies to take years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Between 20 years between.
We had to wait to talk to each other. Like you had the phones on the walls with the cord that would wind up.
Yeah. We're used to waiting.
Like, if somebody called you and missed you, like leave a note on the counter or something. Hey, somebody called, and then you would try and call them back, and they wouldn't be home. And
we have a game of phone tag going here. That's not the case no more, bro. Like,
no, it's not.
I wake you up in the morning to texting you,
and you keep me up at night.
And I keep you.
Both
Yeah.
true over the last
Yeah.
24 hours. but
We're ad hoc. Everything is ad hoc.
yeah,
you know? Work,
everything is
play,
instant.
friendship, everything is in play all the time. Like family. I mean, they are, within reach instantly.
Which has its benefits. I'm not going to say
Absolutely.
that it doesn't, but
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this
Yeah.
is the world now.
right.
So with that being said, they servers crash. People can't play. That just helps. That just helps drive up interest. That just helps. I mean, no news is bad news. Arrowhead was very transparent with them trying to be on the ball.
Mhm.
They were trying to change. They were trying to do all hands on deck, fix this issue. This is the problem. They put if you're and then people were going to work leaving their games on, remember?
Right.
And so like, okay, if you're not doing anything for 15 minutes, you're going to get kicked.
Yeah.
And someone's going to use that spot. That was so, you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah, that was an update.
yeah, that was funny. I love that.
Yeah.
And then they were very transparent and very like, they knew they weren't like mean-ish.
Pielstedt was like, you can wait to buy the game,
Yeah.
which just sold me on the guy.
Yeah, that guy was amazing. He came through like flying colors with me. Just like this guy is awesome. This guy is like handling things the right way. He's not getting mad. He's not upset that they can't deliver what they promised. Like he's like, look, this is just reality. We weren't ready for this.
Mhm.
Thank you. It's a happy problem for us, but it is a problem that we're going to try to get it fixed right away. And they did. I mean, within like a week or two, maybe.
Yeah, it was like a week or something. Yeah, maybe 2. I don't remember exactly.
I remember sitting here falling asleep, waiting to get in,
Mhm.
You'd be on and I'd be like, nope. And then I'm like conspiracy time. I'm like, PlayStation gets priority.
I'm like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm playing.
I know.
Where you at?
Salty.
And then you had,
I was salty.
You had all those game guard issues too, especially early on.
Dude, I still have it.
do. Yeah.
I still do. I have never had a solution for that. It always crashes. It always doesn't let me in until I reboot my entire computer.
That sucks.
So it does. I don't know. I've just dealt with it now. I don't know if there's a solution.
I think I've heard something about like stuff running in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have stuff that like boots up with your computer, that maybe I don't know.
I had you over here. We checked all that. Remember? Like we checked all the stuff that starts up on startup. It starts up fast.
Yeah.
It's just there's something in there that's causing the game guard to not to always.
Yeah, it's the game guard. The game guard is causing it.
There you go. Yeah. So fastest selling game of all time.
For PlayStation.
PlayStation. I mean, it was like going up the charts. It was kicking off old games that I forget the one. Maybe Call of Duty wasn't being played as much. Warzone, was it Warzone? That was huge at the time.
I think the Warzones were bigger than like the COD multiplayer modes themselves. There was another game though. I can't remember exactly which one it was. Pal World was pretty popular when it came out. It passed that. Yeah, it was the number 1 game on Steam for a little while there.
Right. And then what happened? Oh yeah, dude, whilst all that was going on, remember they kind of did like this because everyone's building up their guys at that time and kind of like going through the little tricks and stuff to kind of just build up their guys and unlock stuff. And they have this like event, right? Kind of like a mission, right? The mission of the creek.
Oh yeah.
Was it Malevolon or Malevolent?
Malevolon Creek, yeah. I think we all remember the creek.
Yeah, I think to this day people remember the creek.
Yeah.
It's a battle cry.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'd be going a little ahead. We don't need to touch on it, but there was one other storyline that I think kind of battled the creek in terms of significance, lives lost.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The player base experienced a loss, like big time loss.
Yeah.
And once again, like superhero games, super soldier games, you don't lose,
Right.
you never
Right.
lose. So people aren't used to losing and getting their asses kicked. Sorry. But we got our butts kicked by those robots. I think we played.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, what is going on here? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Why is this so hard?
We couldn't move.
Yeah.
We so little our levels were so low that we couldn't we didn't unlock stuff. Like we couldn't do nothing. Like,
we were getting mopped up. Yeah. I remember doing the like citizen extraction missions.
Yeah.
On Malevolent Creek and just failing. Like we had to turn it way down.
Right.
In order to succeed. And I think that's when people were XP farming, right?
Right.
Isn't that around the same time people would come in, complete the mission and then bail?
Right. That's that they're just building up their characters and unlocking stuff. Right. So the missions weren't getting completed. And this might be like I said, I might be misremembering, but I was assuming maybe it was because of this XP farming and not because not because that's why we lost that whole thing, is because I assumed people were, XP farming instead of actually doing the mission. But I think the dev said it wasn't wasn't that.
Yeah, they came out and said that the people leaving early were not negatively affecting us. We were just getting our asses kicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were getting our butts kicked, and we're like, wow, this is an awesome game, and like a whole new experience for me. I'm used to very linear storytelling and very give you everything and get through the game and get through the mission. But this was like, oh, you can do your own thing and be on whatever planet you want, or you can follow this if you want. This is what it means to be on this planet, and it gives you a little paragraph of a mission. I'm like, okay, cool. I probably won't do that. I'll probably just go do my own thing, Right. But then Malevolent Creek happens, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There is actually something to do here. Like we have a mission. Like this is the story. Like, holy crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm waiting for, something destiny wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're waiting for the boss to appear at the end of the mission that everybody has to shoot at, and then something.
Yeah, like a Scrota showing up or something. You got to get through 4 or 5 things to get the Scrota. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen, but that doesn't happen. They're like, oh yeah, do whatever you want, open galaxy, but over here on this planet, this is what is going on, and we're trying to do, and do that if you want, whatever.
Yeah, that's when we realized that some missions were harder than others, because those defend missions, they were defend missions at the time.
Yeah.
And they were way harder than the other planets that weren't defending.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Yeah, there was something in the water there, because literally it was a lot of dead.
It was our blood.
Yeah. Wow. So we realized it is time. It is time to talk and make Super Earth podcast. And we did. And that's when we've met all you fine people that we're all having the same fun experiences we had. You guys all got on board. It was about a month in, right? It was our kind of inception. You can go back and listen to those episodes and take, it brings you right up to here with a couple of gaps in between.
It's basically a chronicling of everything that's happened so far.
Chronicling of a rise.
Chronicling.
So
yeah, this is the first time I think we've actually missed a couple things. I know, we're building the Democracy Space Station.
Right.
And, there's that current major order that you talked about holding Super Earth. We'll see. There's the Terminate enclosure. So there's some of that stuff going on.
Which I don't even know what that means.
It's like a Jurassic Park. That's how I saw it explained online. Like a Terminate zoo.
So you can go and shoot them, or
I'm not sure. I don't think you can actually go there and see it.
Okay.
But
Oh, dude! Speaking of not to change, but like go back to the space station. I went to that planet where the space station is being built, and I could see it there. It's like you can see that's pretty awesome.
Totally.
Yeah, I saluted it. Of
As
course,
you should.
as
you should, yeah.
as I know, and I did.
And I did.
And I did. So, but as we probably talked about in those podcasts, the early days, we knew it was just the beginning, and there was going to be, what goes up obviously comes down, right, Mike?
Inevitably, yeah.
Oh man, we knew it was coming. So when
well, they started putting out patches that were nerfing things.
Yeah,
that people were using a lot, and people were not happy about that.
No.
The railgun, the shield.
We found out we were bad guys. We were the bad guys in the galaxy.
Yeah, we found out we were the bad guys.
There's all this downturn. We were like, wait, what? We're the bad guys?
Right.
They're not invading us. We're like actually taking over their planets and stuff. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yep. I'm still on board.
Yeah. But then the devs were all about, changing things up on us. And, as we know from COD, that could be good or bad, but.
And I don't think the game was ever in a really bad spot personally, but yeah, some of the nerfs were getting kind of frustrating. The Quasar Cannon, the Breaker.
Oof.
I mean, you name it. They nerfed a lot of stuff that people were using on a regular basis.
Mainly the Breaker.
Yeah, but it was still king like the whole time.
Still, yeah. I mean, they lowered the amount of ammo you can carry was the big thing, right?
Yeah.
But it still had the same punch. Like
pretty much, yeah. And then they later on they nerfed the Incendiary Breaker. That was kind of when things started going downhill.
In the rail
quite a bit,
too,
like
right?
the Freedom's Flame, Warbond. That around there they changed the fire mechanics and people freaked out. Which I mean, I didn't really think it was that bad. I think I'm in the minority there.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's see what they're trying to do before we freak out. But they came back. They changed it back, and we got a bunch of flame stuff, which I don't really use.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I don't use that. I don't use the Incendiary Breaker at all, or any of the flame stuff. And then was that around the time, when those, nerfs started happening where PlayStation was like, hey, sign up for PlayStation Network on Steam?
That was pretty close to the Freedom's Flame Warbond, I think. It was right around that time. Because it was like a 1-2 punch of
it was
like
awful.
Let's just kill the player base.
Yeah, and kill the momentum and the uptick of this game.
Yeah.
And I think once again, I don't think they were ready for that kind of, not Arrowhead, PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation thought like they can just demand some, get
on the hype train and get people to do something they wanted them to do.
Which is, obviously geared towards marketing and selling and and trying to just bombard you with ads, or I don't know, find your spending habits so they can figure out, other ways to sell you stuff. And and then the game is like, about kind of that kind of over stimulation, going awry,
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, no, because something like this will happen eventually,
Yeah.
So people were like, no, but then like countries got turned off or something, like from being able to play, and
it was like 177 countries.
That's just a bad look, Yeah, it's just a bad look if you ask me. I mean, I'm not in PlayStation business, So, obviously they were looking at the bottom line and whatnot. I don't know. It seemed like a big business thing, which,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Once again, Arrowhead came out looking like $1 million, and PlayStation looked like the greedy monsters that we're fighting against. And the game.
They were the automatons in that situation.
Exactly. And then they just think, you got to play on our system, this game, so we can do whatever. But because it's on PC or the PC people, and they were like, no.
We still don't have our review bomb cape.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, I was like looking for it, and I was like, I don't see it. But they talked about it. Maybe they double, maybe they pulled back, they punted on that idea, I guess, if you would say, because maybe it's just like, let's not remember that time, Let's just live in harmony and peace.
Let's just put that time back in the closet.
Yeah,
with the wet mop.
Yeah. Let's not commemorate that, even though, it was a coming together,
mm-hmm.
of the community, to stand united. And that's what they did. They definitely review bombed the game. I'm sure it hurt sales. It hurt PlayStation's, credibility,
mm-hmm.
as, consumer friendly. So, hats off to the people out there who stood by what was right, and I ultimately won, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they saw it coming that the other people were going to be locked out. So really, I mean, the people who aren't in those countries won. The people who are in those countries lost.
Right.
But
true. Yeah. Unfortunately, there was some casualties.
Yeah.
And I think somehow did PlayStation go in and like sneakily like ended up doing it still or something, like making people do it? Like,
I mean, I'm sure they're still trying. Like, it was an option. I don't know too much about that to answer it, but I mean, those countries are still banned. So
that's a damn shame.
Lame.
Well, it's the Xbox people too, it's just like they have the same dilemma.
Speaking of that, I saw an article. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the devs commented on that, saying that Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox is possible. Ooh. But it is up to Sony and Phil Spencer to duke it out.
Well, make it happen.
Yeah.
Just those people have been Xbox people have been patiently waiting, and putting in their time, just like good, like people we used to be. So they deserve it. And they're watching, and they've got games to play too, but I'm sorry.
I would love to see, because I think, we've talked in the past about what would bring that level of excitement back to this game, and I think that's the way to do it. You want 400,000 people playing this game again,
right? Open
it up to Xbox.
I think of that moment in Predator when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers shake hands.
Oh yeah.
Like they grip real hard. Yeah.
The like biceps ripping.
That would be that gift that I would send, Xbox, PlayStation. And there'd be a third one. So who would the third one? Because that's PC. Because you have
Jesse
to add
Ventura.
Enough. Okay. Yeah. I ain't got time to bleed. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Jesse the Body.
So that leads to the other story moment that we were talking about earlier. Oh. That was the only Malevelon Creek level event.
Yes.
And that was Meridia.
I love how you said that, by the way.
What?
Malevelon Creek level event. That was a cool phrase.
Oh, sorry. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I just needed to toot that horn.
Steamboat Willie.
Hold on.
That's
That's from Saving Private Ryan. Yeah. So that deserves this right here, Mike. Right here.
Thank you. Thank you. I use words.
He's a marketing genius, folks.
Which market?
Well,
that's the problem.
Yeah. Not one that pays.
No. At least not yet. Not one we found that pays.
Right now.
Yeah. So, and this was a story that had me losing it at first.
My gosh.
I was rage quitting. I was so mad. I mean, I wasn't feeling well, honestly, around that time. So it's like I would tune into the game and just get annihilated. And I was like,
yeah. And remember, the game itself was losing steam, like as a whole, like,
That's true too.
Yeah.
But then we succeeded, right? We killed all those shriekers, dude. The shriekers.
I hated that.
It was kind of fun when we finally started to succeed. There was all four of us.
Yeah, when we hooked up with two other people that could help us
do it.
Yeah, and hold their part. Yeah. We couldn't do it, the two of us.
Laying prone at the extraction.
It was so awesome.
Yeah.
Having to get through that. I mean, like sweaty palms. I'm talking nervous, heart pumping. I mean, we're doing it. Like we're getting close. Like we're doing it. We did it. You know what I mean? Like this is crazy.
And that's the one that had that glitch with the Biotitans coming right up under the drill and destroying it. Like, people were so mad. I don't know. Personally, after I finally let go of being angry about it, I was just laughing and having fun with it. It was like,
I don't mean, like I said, this might be a revisionist history. It might be me thinking it really happened, but I was like, Mike, it's got to be this hard for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you did say that.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I want to think I said that, but you never know.
No, you absolutely did say that. And then that was backed up by some of the people we were playing with at the time. Like, oh, it's a story mission,
Yeah. Because you were hating it.
So
were you ready to quit, you think? Like you're done with Helldivers too?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
That's strong.
I think our first big break came shortly after that time frame because I was pushing myself in a lot of ways, including playing the game. And it just, eventually I had my relapse and for a while there, we didn't do an episode.
Well, it's good that you witnessed the signs. And then you take steps to slow down and take a break.
Well, that plays into why we haven't been. We had a couple weeks where we were putting out episodes pretty regularly there,
right?
And we haven't for a few weeks because I'm just trying to keep things from getting to that point again.
Cool. Yeah, man. So, I'm there with you, man. Whenever you can do it. I'm not pressing,
You stop pressing me. No. So we blew up Meridia. We had the black hole, which was probably one of the coolest. Not probably. It was one of the coolest moments in gaming that I can remember.
Wow.
Yeah, for me, because of my personal journey from F this.
Yeah.
To this is awesome. And then we succeeded. And there's this black hole. Super cool.
And what did you think was going to come out that black hole?
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati for a swat or whatever.
Wow.
Was I close?
You were close. Yeah. Illuminati Voussoir. Yeah. That's an old acoustic album of mine.
Well, how about that?
That only my friends from high school even know about. So
I might have been one of your post high school friends that knew about it then.
Well, I think I was still in high school when we first met.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, that's right. We played your graduation party.
We did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah. And I remember talking to somebody at graduation about the band I was starting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you started it, all of it.
Well, all right, let me clarify. I was telling somebody about the band and the people who were going to be in it,
Right.
and they all knew who you were.
Uh-oh.
Because you were a name back then.
I had a rep. No.
People knew the best bass player in the area
Good gosh.
was this guy named
If these
Lito.
fingers could talk. Be like, why do you got to use me on those strings so much? Can't you just use a pick?
Maybe one of these days we'll throw in a bite of our old music.
It's on Spotify, but no.
Well,
that was
a different iteration of our band.
Yeah,
I'm talking original 3-piece.
I like that old stuff. That was intense.
Yeah.
Any hoot. The Black Hole was awesome.
The Black Hole Sun.
Yeah.
It was
so like as far as story content goes, I think we've got main story content. We got Malevolent Creek.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Black Hole. Mm-hmm. And probably the space station at this point, right? I mean, there was the
terminate control system. We put that up.
Okay. The oil.
We eradicated the automatons for a short period of time. We did push the automatons off the map.
Oh, that's right.
Like a day.
Yeah, I was like, I went out of town. I came back. You're like, the Terminator or automatons aren't there, or as I like to call them, the Terminator guys. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, you can go back. You can hear that stuff, but
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
So what else? Then the automatons push forward. The Terminids push forward.
Dude, the kids.
Oh yeah,
the kids.
The anti-tank mine thing. Yeah,
saving the kids.
Where they like couldn't give us the anti-tank mines. Basically, people were like, "Should we bomb this just so that we don't get the anti-tank mines?" Like there was that last mission where we finally got them.
Yeah, we had to save we had to save the little sick children of Super Earth or get the mines. And people were like, we're going to save the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then there were a couple major orders after that where we either failed it or we did something else.
Oh, right.
So it was like became a joke that we didn't even want them.
We just kept pushing them back and pushing them away and pushing them away and pushing them away until they had to like force us to like get them somehow.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I mean, they're having fun.
Yeah. They did the thing where it was like, if this order fails,
you'll get
construction of the mines will.
Nice.
And what a team, right? Like to come up with something like that. That's just hilarious.
It takes people that know their people that they're making the game for to make something like that happen. And
that's a level of interactivity you don't get in any other game.
No, it feels like your buddy is like just messing with you because they know what pushes your buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That's like straight up, what friends do is you always do. If you get too high, they try to bring you down.
Push your buttons.
Yeah. If you get too low, they try to build you back up,
Let's see which button works today. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to actually. Let me push these other buttons.
And then your friend's like, but the community does push hard. That what I mean. They always constantly want something changed, even when the game's at a point right now today, they still want stuff changed, and it's like, come on. Like, are you at this point? I mean, if you're asking for something changed, like, are you just trolling or trying to get a reaction? Because it is in a good state right now,
It really is. Yeah.
So
I feel like you can bring just about anything.
Yeah. Whatever is your pleasure.
I don't think it's a matter of like what's easy. It's a matter of, and this is like how I thought of the game initially, like you should be able to use anything if you're good with it. Like, like I blew up. What did I took? I took out something with the rail gun. I think it was a fabricator. Okay. I took out a fabricator with the rail gun the other day, and it took like 4 shots.
Okay.
And I was like, that's all I'm asking for. Like, it doesn't have to one-shot the fabricators, but there should be a way to kill just about everything with your support weapons.
For real.
If you fire enough of it into something, or
right, something that doesn't. It's not a bullet sponge. You're like, oh yeah, it seems like 2 or 3 shots is right for that enemy type or whatnot, or 4 shots. Something realistic, not like crazy amount.
Yeah,
like them chargers. Like,
well, apparently they buffed both of my favorite weapons. We're not going to go into detail about all the changes. Unfortunately,
right? The changes,
but
thermite grenade. And
you guys know the changes by now. So, but the Senator and the Adjudicator, I'm going to have to take those in together against the bugs. I'm going to have to play them because I don't really use the Adjudicator against the bots. So,
right, makes sense. Oh, speaking about like kind of like some new stuff, we played that. What's that big enemy that's got the tentacles that came out? Yeah, the Impaler. Yeah, wow. So,
yeah,
that was pretty cool. Because that came out like the Escalation of Freedom, and what I like to call the Summer from Hell time.
yeah, because that did kind of bring a ton of hype back to the game, and then after,
like a day.
Yeah, that was, what would you call that?
I was like a whew. Like
it's like you're in an elevator.
If we only had the soundbite that goes,
but yeah, I still think the game was fine. There was the ragdolling. I have a clip that I've never uploaded of me being ragdolled by an Impaler, and it was just hilarious. It just picks me up, throws me all the way across the map into a fire tornado.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Because, right into a fire tornado after you get thrown is like insult to injury. Yeah,
I was like, no, you're dead. I was like, I might survive. No, I'm dead.
Maybe it's, instead of insult to injury, maybe injury to insult.
Yeah. Injury to insult. I like that.
But Escalation of Freedom was a big hype train that escalated into a big, like almost like hate train. And I think people at the top ended up being casualties. Yeah. There was changes. I think Pilestead tried to step away for a while to kind of work at the creative stuff, and had to take the reins back. Or I don't know. That might be the wrong way it went down. I kind of blocked most of that time out of my memory as far as, this is when the player count started being really low, and that was news. That was the news. Like, look how low the player counts are, and that's not a good thing. So, and when I remember stuff, I hardly remember the bad stuff, but this is like as low, I think, as a point is I can think of. Nothing was really happening. I think because there was like a break. There's like a summer break, and like
they did go on that summer break,
right,
or at least some people did. Like a rotation.
Yeah, there might have been a skeleton crew or something, and that's cool. Like a 6-week break. Where I think us in the United States aren't used to something like that. You know what I mean? We work all year round. We take two weeks throughout the year instead of all at the same time, so we don't have that like everything shuts down mentality. Which makes us a little bit more high strung or whatever. We don't chillax. I don't know.
Well, I've got this loaded up here.
What do you got?
I want to show this to you. Now, I know anyone who's played with me knows that my vocabulary is very different when I'm actually playing the game.
Oh, no.
So if this plays, there's going to be swearing in it.
Oh, so this is it. We're actually going to do this. Yeah, we're actually going to swear on an episode. Okay. I mean, we're human beings. It happens.
Yeah. So let's see. Check this out. View on YouTube. It is uploaded, but this is it. So I get blown away. Then I get stabbed. Then I get thrown.
First, we're going to
check this out.
Yeah. Then you get tattooed.
One more time. I won't play the F word, but
wait, I don't hear it. I don't
You don't
hear
hear
it.
it?
No, I don't hear it. I think you got to share your audio.
All right, hold on.
It is not safe for kids.
Okay, yeah, this
It's
is
just
not safe for kids. Okay.
not safe for kids.
Screen. Also
Kids,
share audio. Yeah, it
parents,
says that.
fast forward.
It says that I'm sharing the update.
And yeah.
Okay, it's up all the way. Can you hear it?
Yes. Yes.
Blasted.
Yeah. Okay. Now restart it. Restart it. Because I
Okay.
can't. Okay.
Blasted. Stabbed. Right into the fire, dude. Oh god.
All right.
Funny stuff.
All right.
Sorry, I had to share that.
It was a little choppy on my end. I don't know if you want
It
to.
was choppy on my end too.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Yeah. So you were mad. Everyone was mad.
I wasn't mad at that. I was like, I couldn't believe it was happening, but I thought it was funny. Like, I was like, is this for real?
That's hilarious. So yeah, man. But so that led to a re-strategizing, and it was like time for buffs, times to put everything back, everything we did. Just kidding. We're, here's everything that we changed. It was buffs and buffs galore.
Yeah.
60 days. They got a plan. Everything, and then we all started coming out of the woodwork again and started playing and loving the game, and graphics were getting better somehow. I don't know. We were patches after patches, and 60 days turned into 63 because they don't do stuff on Saturdays. And that's almost like where we're at. And then right? Am I missing anything?
Just about. Yeah. And now there's a new warbond coming out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New warbond. Yeah. We've had like a fire warbond. We've had like a smoke, chemical warbond. I never even touched that one. And now we got this new warbond. Do we have something on? Because I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
Here on Liberty Day. About the name of the warbond. If like, do these guys know that
Truth Enforcers? It's
right?
called.
I'm from the SCS Harbinger of Truth. Did they make this warbond for me?
Ooh.
Because like the weapon you get is like a Punisher. Like, and I love the Punisher now. Like, they made this for me. And the guy's all white. If you look at my character, I always wear all white.
Yeah.
And now there's like a white, all Imperial, Colonel looking thing,
So you can actually change your armor perks without changing the white color scheme. So check this out. Okay, this is there's your armor set right there, but this doesn't have the actual thing. It doesn't have the actual.
Yeah, there it is. Look at how the guy's standing. That is so awesome. That's all like Imperial Guard or
So there's the new emote, some new weapons. I like this red armor a lot.
Oh, it reminds me of the troopers,
the Praetorian Guard or something
the super
like that.
trooper, not super troopers. From Battle. What was that? From the Last Order, from Battlefront 2 or Battlefront, the newest Battlefront game, there was like this Imperial, like
the Imperial Guard or something like that. Yeah, it's like those red guys that that protect the Emperor or protect. I'm not even going to mention the sequels.
Yeah. No, it's the Final Order guys that were red, that were like awesome in that Battlefront 2 game.
Can you still see this?
Yeah, I can totally see it.
Premium Warbond Truth Enforcers. I'm actually super stoked about this. Psyched.
Me too.
Stoked.
I love the look of the armors. I love the colors scheme. I love the weapons you're going to be getting.
We've got a new SMG, the SMG 32 Reprimand, the SG 20 Halt looks like a shotgun, and a plasma pistol. It looks like.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you,
some all black, some black and red patterns for the dropship or for the Pelican and then I guess this oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? The word for this. these things that they give us.
What's that? The warbond? No.
No. The perks that you pick, I can't think of what it's actually called right now. My brain is
Stratagems?
not the strat booster.
The booster pack.
This
The boosters.
Dead Sprint booster, from what I just read, I guess you can sprint forever at the expense of your health.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty crazy. Because, I mean...
That's wild.
Yeah, but what if you run out of health? You just can't sprint anymore?
I guess. You die if you run out of health. But if you combine this with like a stim, like the stim booster, who knows? Dude, we're going to be flying around these maps.
It's going to be cool, man.
Actually, pretty cool, player card.
Yeah.
Some new capes. This red cape, that's me all day. Free of Thought is the player title. That's interesting. I'm excited.
Let me share my screen real quick. People listening to us won't be able to understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could stop sharing your screen.
I'm trying. I thought I did. Okay, there we go.
Try harder. Okay, so this, because I can't wait to show you this.
The correct response was do or do not.
This one right here. This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that guy called?
I don't know. You might be able to.
Yeah, he's red. He's from Star Wars Battlefront 2. He's in the front of the helmets. Like, what is that guy?
Red Stormtroopers.
No, I think they're from...
Like the Stormtroopers, Red Troopers were not cloned but born. They were natural humans, native to Exegol, and conscripted in the thousands as children of the Sith eternal cultists. So they're kind of like Helldivers.
Yeah. Dang it, this is in like German. Why is everything in German? Sith Trooper, that's it.
Sith Trooper, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's what they look like. This is what happens. You go live. This is how long it takes for me to figure out stuff.
Yeah, normally we would pause.
Yeah, and you won't hear
a second.
That. Yeah.
You would start all over, and we would just cut all this out.
And I bet you people who are listening know exactly what I'm talking about the first time I bring it up.
Right.
Oh, the worst.
Come on.
This is why you edit, people. Okay, how do I stop sharing? I need to
stop sharing. Stop it.
I'm doing it.
Stop it.
I'm stop hard. Yep. Stop faster.
Oh God.
Okay. All right.
So it's Liberty Day today.
Hold on. I think it's time for one of these transitions. What do you think?
Oh, totally.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Transition 5.
You might need a different one.
That was a quick one. Well, I just got this one again. Nope. How about this one?
That's not it. That's it.
Nice. I knew I'd hit the right one.
So there's a list of things to do today, presented by Arrowhead on their Discord. I'm going to share this with you so you can see it.
Please do. Please do. What is our orders? What are our orders?
So the Liberty Day highlights, they're doing a 24-hour live stream that started at 0000 hours this morning, live from the Wall of Martyrs. 0600 reciting of the Super Earth Anthem.
Wait, is that what we listened to already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we did that.
0700 dissident executions.
Nice. Oh, you know what's funny about that is my wife, I told my wife Happy Liberty Day, and she rolled her eyes at me. And Argan said that she should be brought up to the ministry.
Brought up on charges?
Brought up on charges. For dissidents. And
I'm for it.
Let's do it. I am. I cannot agree more. Thank you very much.
So 0900 was the Liberty Day parade.
Yep.
Featuring President of Super Earth's speech and General Brash inflatables. 1300 orbital bombardment of the moon. I mean, why not?
Sure. You know what? That's what else is it doing? What else is it doing up there?
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just there. Yeah.
If it's not there for us to test ordnance,
let's shoot at it.
Purpose is it serving?
Exactly.
1,300 hours. Oh, that's 1,600 hours. Synchronized salute and oath of citizenship, mandatory. Which we might be brought up on charges because I think we missed that.
Oh, okay. Well.
There's still time for this one, though. 1,900 hours, Super Earth's next top Helldiver finale. It could be you. Oh, crap. 2,000 surprise dissident executions. It could be you.
You gotta straighten up, fly right around here, bud.
That's true. That's true.
You either get on board or get off.
Let's see. 2,100 hours, General Brash film premiere. Automatons Now.
Oh, like Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
2,300 hours, another reciting of the Super Earth anthem, and then
and a little bit of nap, just a little bit.
A bit of a nap.
What's there? What we got for the kids? What's for the kiddies?
For your kids, we have the Liberty Day Pyre, which I'm sure is the burning remains of our enemies. Whack a Terminid, meet a Helldiver, and enlistment.
Of course. Hey, if you're inspired, go ahead, join the squad. We need you.
Come enjoy in the festivities and sign your 7 or up child for the only duty that matters.
Enlistment guarantees citizenship. So, I mean, you heard that little speech that from the movie. We're not out there for glory. We're not out there to do it for any kind of leader. We're not out there for anything, but just getting the job done. So, I thought that was fitting. To kind of wrap things up in a little bow.
Yeah. So I think thank you to everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Who's been listening.
So many thank yous.
Thank you to everybody in the Discord. Thank you to our mods who are still in there a lot more than I'm capable of being when things aren't well. Really in a lot of ways it's like we started it and they are making it like the community that it is.
Yeah.
And, whether you're in there a lot to this point or you're kind of taking breaks, whatever, just thanks for being around.
I'm going to give them this.
Well deserved. There is one thing though.
What do you got?
They're going to need Cash App.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's how I paid out the last one. I mean, I guess we could do it over Steam.
However they want it. So why don't you tell them what you're talking about? Yep.
In honor of Liberty Day.
Right.
We're going to take a random person who is already in our Discord.
Right.
And you're going to get the cash to buy the new warbond.
Oh, and if you buy it on your own, we'll get your next one then.
Yeah.
So you're already entered. If you're in our Discord, we're at like 309, I think. At this point. Oh, 311. Oh my gosh. All 311 people you're in. You're already eligible. Yeah. And anybody else who's not, should we give some people some time to join if they want? Like,
I mean, we don't have to pick today, if that's what you mean.
No. It's going to take me a minute.
I remember a while back, somebody was asking about doing something like that. And I was like, well, I don't know if we want people to join the Discord just because they're going to get, so that's why I was like, if you're in there by the time we pick somebody.
Yeah, we pick. I'll be, I can see the number, and if it grows up, I'll make sure to grab the new people. But, yeah, very good. Let's anyone who's in our Discord is eligible. We'll pick probably the first thing of our next recording. I'm going out of town again, so it's definitely going to be more than a week.
Okay.
And
our next recording, because you never know.
You'll
that
record?
Mike guy might,
dude. If something happens, we might have to make an addendum to this live show. If something happens
today,
yeah.
How do we know something isn't happening right now?
I don't know. We as soon as we get off, we could be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Wait, what? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, let's just stay flexible. But I would say, like at the beginning of the first show, we'll pick the name out of the hopper and reach out to them, probably DM them right on Discord.
Or something like that. We'll reach out to them on Discord and let them know that they
Let
won.
them know. And then figure out how to get them the credits, if you will.
Yep.
Awesome. And I can't wait to listen to this one. This one was a fun episode. I'm a big fan of us. I don't know if you know this. Like, I'm like, I need something to listen to. I'm going to listen to Mike and Lito.
Look, I listen as well. It's more so for like, what could we do better?
Sure.
What worked and what didn't work.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't talk to you as much as I talk to you if I didn't enjoy just hanging out and talking. So it's almost like an extension of our friendship when I listen back. I'm just like,
I look at it as a documentation of our friendship for future generations to enjoy.
Okay.
I get that line stuck in my head. Mike and Lito.
Podcast Kings. So, yeah. And before we go, I also want to thank Arrowhead again.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is, Johan Bielstedt stepped down. Shams Yorjani took over. And I think the game is moving in a great direction.
I'm excited.
I think they're trying to change things up. They're definitely improving the weapons. I love this game.
I love the slow burn of everything. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just when I can play a game, when I have time to play a game, this is the game I want to play. I tried playing Space Marine 2, and it's just not Helldivers 2.
Right.
This game scratches the itch in every way for me right now. And every time we come back, I'm like, I can't believe this game. Every time.
Yeah.
So there's something about it. It just makes me happy when it doesn't drive me crazy.
What I think is pretty cool is, all right, say I'm not a Veil, these people that have heard us have, definitely been there to play alongside you. Yeah. And I'm not salty. I think this is it's awesome that you can go out and there's people that you enjoy playing the game with outside of our time.
William.
And mainly William. I'm talking about you, William. I don't know why you're jiving with Mike.
It's a reel that I sent you. Yeah. I sent him.
But so I mean, I've been doing a lot of since this game is not the only game I've been playing. I've been over there and hell let loose.
You've been playing with William. Yeah.
I've been playing with William over there when you're not playing with William in Helldivers. And I'm digging that game for different reasons.
Sure.
It just scratches a different part of my itch of my brain over there for something like, but this game, when I want to have fun, when I want to see stuff blow up, when I want to spend time with you, when I want to just kill red, that's just a term I use. That doesn't necessarily mean anything red on the screen. Whenever I want it to be blown away by the actual story moments and content that they, release, I turn this on. I'm never disappointed. I never want to stop, but we're human. We need to sleep. Unlike Arganth. So I'm sorry. That's all we talk about is that guy, but there's a lot of great guys out there in Discord and funny as all hell. And
yeah, they are
so witty,
funnier than us. I know we've said that before, but
and creative. And I wish I knew them more, and hope to still continue to know that know them and meet their continue to just keep jamming with them. Yeah,
keep it going. Yeah,
absolutely. Looking forward to what happens next in this game and everything. So so everyone, good luck out there. Hope you get a free warbond out of. It's usually like when content creators like, what could you do for me? When you send me money to keep me going, it's like, no, like, what can we do for you?
Right.
Like, here's a little nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Like, we started this for us.
Yeah.
And then people responded.
People got on board.
Now, yeah. I mean, if we just kept doing it for us, we wouldn't be doing it.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So the support and everything. So we just want to give back a little bit. It's not much.
Yeah.
It's a start.
It's just a little thank you. And then, okay. So which one of these are we good, Mike? Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Get ready. Here it comes.
All right.
I think this is it.
That's it.
I got it right.
It's a little quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here it goes. Let me do this. How about that?
That's better. There we go.
All right. Let's do this.
All Super Earth podcast content is based on the game Helldivers 2, created by Arrowhead Game Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment.